Here's why committing is the stupidest shit you could ever do. I've been in moments of my life where I've been very down, upset, and every single time that I looked at myself in the mirror, I would ask myself, okay, like, what's actually occurring in my life? A lot of the times we tend to linger in the symptoms of the habits that we've been displaying or partaking in for a long period of time. Let's say the worst possible case scenario. I was out of shape. I'm not making any fucking money. No women want to speak to me. I have no friends. I'm completely isolated. My family doesn't even like me. Let's just say that this was a real hypothetical situation. And I was at the bottom of the bottom. The first thing that I will ask myself is, okay, well, what is it that I want? Before I decide to take my life away, what is it that would stop me from taking my life away? Why do I want to take my life away? Is it because I don't have any money? Is it because I don't have any friends? Is it because I'm out of shape? Is it because I feel ignored? Is it because I feel invalidated? Is it because I feel like I can't possibly amass to anything because of a lack of confidence? What is it exactly that's going on in my life? And now the next thing that I have to understand is also that there are specific patterns that I've been displaying that got me to the specific point or the specific situation of feeling the way that I feel, which is the symptom of feeling down, feeling depressed, or even feeling like taking my life away. Now, before I decide to do something stupid that would also put me in a situation where I cannot come back from, if I'm overweight, let's say, all right, well, let me at least hit the gym. And the reason why I will say this is because when you look at yourself in a situation like that, where in all of these different facets of life, you're quote unquote suffering from, the first thing that I will see that is in my control is what I put in my body and how I exercise. If I haven't been exercising and I've been putting garbage in my body that's led to me hormonally behaving in a different manner where it could even be destructive to myself and destructive to other people, that may possibly contribute to the fact of certain people not wanting to be around me, or even myself being disgusted with myself because of all the shit that I'm eating. So, okay, let me eat as clean as I can and let me work out as often as I can. Because I know that if I change the composition of my body and I start to take care of myself within the realm of what I can control, I'm going to be a much more positive person. Now I'm getting in shape, I'm eating healthier foods. I notice that other people are now wanting to approach me because they notice that I'm changing my life and doing something different. Now I'm creating a more positive environment around me. However, it's very difficult to see that when you're down or when you're depressed, because when you're experiencing those symptoms of those negative habits that you've been incorporating in your life for day after day after day, you're in this state of cloudiness where you can't see past your current circumstance or your current reality. This is why you must be in a position where you can at least take that step forward and control what you can control by working out and eating clean enough so that you can actually get in shape. Being able to take control of your life and not just flow through life thinking that you have zero control, that you're just gonna do whatever is available to you, and not consider the negative effects that it could potentially contribute to your life. So now you're getting in shape, your mindset is also improving, you're feeling more confident because you look better. Now let's say you have the confidence to go out and get a job. Okay, now you're getting a job, you're making more money. Now you're able to buy specific clothes or take care of yourself a certain way, maybe get a haircut, whatever. Now you have income coming in. It's a little bit easier for you to maneuver throughout the world. Now you see that, okay, well, now I can actually afford to take a girl on a date. I actually feel a little bit better because I can now take care of my health. I can take care of my appearance. I can provide for myself. Okay, maybe now I can start to approach some women, work on my game, work on my communication, and become better at this, just as I became better with everything else, just as I became better with my physique, with my appearance, with my bank account. Okay, now I can start to communicate with women, start to communicate even with men, and see how I can develop better friendships and surround myself with other people. And you know what the important part is to also annotate as you're in this journey is that the second that you commit to growing and changing your life and you stick to it consistently, other people are going to notice and they're going to want to be around your sphere because they think like you. Just because somebody is at a different point of their life, maybe they're not fat, maybe they're not broke, but they're dealing with their own challenges as they continue to climb up the ladder, you have to understand that everybody struggles with problems. Everybody goes through situations that they have to overcome. So just because your problems feel heavier doesn't necessarily mean that other people aren't going through certain circumstances that is also potentially could be negative for them. Their mindset, for example. Oh my God, I have this problem. You're either gonna sink or swim. Some people at the top, they make it so far and then they sink because they have this limiting belief where they think that they can't overcome this problem. And that's the same things that people struggle with in the bottom. Don't ever let that be a habit that you're just so self-defeated where you think that you cannot overcome adversity or overcome any challenges. Even if you can't say to yourself, I believe in myself, because you're at a specific point where you've proven yourself that you can't believe in yourself. Let's say, for example, your word doesn't mean anything because anything you say you don't stick to. You have to work on reversing this. And the way that you can work on reversing this is by focusing on the things that you can control, right? Small steps. Let's say you love chocolate and you just say, well, I'm gonna start by not eating chocolate for the next 30 days. And if you stick to that for the next 30 days, then now you know that you can stick to your word. Oh, well, you know what? I'm gonna start with going to the gym every day or doing 50 push-ups every day or going on a walk every day. And then start to escalate as you become better at keeping your word and doing the things that you say that you're going to do. Over a 12-month period, your life is going to dramatically change. The right people that are going to be observing your process, because people are always watching, they're going to now want to associate with you. You're going to repel a lot of other bums that don't want to be a part of that life, a part of that growth, that just want to stay complacent and just want to stay in this mediocre level. All of these people are going to run away from you. Why? Because that's not the movie that they're playing. That's not who they want to surround themselves with. They want to surround themselves with junkies that don't want to do shit for themselves, that are okay with their life conditions, and the only way of coping would be resorting to drugs, resorting to pleasure activities and entertainment just so that they can completely forget about the shit that they're dealing with because they don't want to face themselves. Well, the only way to overcome your bullshit is to face yourself. So you have to face yourself every single day by taking that step, whether it's I'm gonna go to the gym every single day, I'm gonna stick to this diet every single day. And you'll start to make these progressions. Now you get a job, okay, I'm making some money. All right, now I can afford to maybe buy the apartment that I want, or maybe buy the car that I want, or maybe buy the foods that I want. And now your health starts improving because now you're buying better quality foods because now you have the money to afford it. However, if you don't work on yourself and you just allow this problem to linger, things are just gonna get worse. And that's why people get to the point where the only other option that seems apparent to them is self-delete, because they don't have the consciousness to understand that the reason why they feel the way they feel is because of all of the negative habits that they've allowed to compile time over time over time. They need somebody to tell them, snap the fuck out of it. This doesn't have to be your story. You can be the person that understood why you were in this position, decided to change it no matter how painful it was, and overcame that situation. And now you can be a man of influence that now can inspire other people that are dealing with the same thing that you're dealing with, even though you were in that moment of cloudiness, you were in that moment of not believing in yourself. You still did it anyways, as you said, you know what, even if I don't feel like going to the gym, I'm gonna fucking do it anyways. Even if I don't feel like eating this nasty, healthy food, I'm gonna fucking eat it anyways because I understand that this is what I have to do to become better. And day by day, you'll start to notice, oh, you know, going to the gym is not so bad. Oh, you know what? Eating these foods are not so bad. Even your taste buds begin to change the more that you eat the right foods. They start to become more delicious and they start to taste better the more that you do it. It's just like life. It's very hard for you to tap into the right habits when you've been doing all the wrong shit for so many different years. But once you do it the first time, it's gonna be tough. But if you keep doing it, it's gonna get better, it's gonna get easier, it's gonna get simpler. You're gonna start to surround yourself with the right people that are gonna just keep uplifting you, keep motivating you, and you'll be able to turn your life around. However, you have to commit, and it's gonna be painful because you're killing this identity that you used to associate with because that was where you built comfort. That was where you found yourself being safe, because now in this being this person, you weren't going out there and actually putting yourself in a position where now the world is going to continue to test you. So you would rather just say, you know what, I don't care about anybody else. I'm just going to put myself in a situation where nobody can test me, where nobody can judge me, where nobody's going to talk shit about me. Because if you're that fat kid that's going to the gym and maybe fucking lifting 10 pounds on each side, somebody may laugh at you. Somebody may say to you, oh, look at that fucking dork. He can't even fucking lift 10 pounds. However, that's what you have to go through to build and become stronger. So if that's what it takes for you to get in the fucking gym and start lifting 10 pounds, it may be embarrassing for the first couple days, for the first couple weeks, for the first couple months. But if you commit to it, you know what's not gonna be embarrassing? When your whole fucking life turns around and now you're benching 3 fucking plates on each side, and those same guys that were laughing at you now wanna be your friends and you can tell them to fuck off. That's gonna be a funny story. And that's gonna be an inspiring story. The same girls that were laughing at you, that didn't wanna talk to you, now they wanna start hitting you up and now they wanna start hanging out with you. That's gonna be a funny story. That's gonna be an inspiring story. And you can tell that story. However, you have to commit to it now. You can't allow to wait till the new year, to wait till a holiday, to wait till your birthday, to wait till Monday. You have to commit to it now, because the longer that you wait, the less likely you are to do it. So you're watching this video right now, and it's right now that you have to start taking action. I don't care if you open up a journal and you commit to one thing that you're gonna do for the next 30 days. If that's what it's gonna take, do it now. Do it now and change your fucking life, because that's the only option.
I'm back to ballin', I've been on the low. Yeah, a couple $1 million just made off the road. Nah, I ain't from the D, but this shit on the flow. Yeah. Any niggas, they can't fuck with me. Wanna give a shout out to my Nina, yeah, she stuck with me. You can go ask any one of these hoes, it ain't no cuffing me. Mr. Glock, Mr. Get Shit Done, and I'm sucker free, bitch.